Hi, so quick guide on how to win the Showdown drag race in Assetto Corsa. For some reason this has been the most difficult one for me. This is the setup I use though, and it works pretty consistently. So for gears, you want to drop every gear down to the lowest gear ratio except for second and sixth. Second's going to be 1640, sixth will be 3233, final gear ratio should be 1250. For tires, you want the softest compound, slick super soft, fronts are 17 psi, rears are 18 psi. Fuel, you can turn off fuel consumption in the difficulty settings, so if you do that, you only need 1 liter of fuel. You might actually only need that anyways, even if you don't change that difficulty setting. You get achievements either way. Traction control off, of course, for drag racing. Front spoiler and rear wing, 0 degrees. We don't need downforce, we're drag racing. Front camber, the highest it goes is negative 1.2 degrees. That's the best we can do. Toe in the front and rear should be 0, and rear camber should be 0. Dampers, drive chain, generic, suspension, all that. I don't change any of that. Haven't needed to. I can still consistently win with this setup. So, drag racing in Assetto Corsa, for some reason, the actual time that the green light displays visually seems to be delayed from when the drag race actually starts. So the most reliable way to determine when you should drop the clutch or go into gear or hit the throttle at the start is when about, I want to say like a quarter second after you hear the other car's engine rev. You can turn down your own engine volume to help hear the other car, because that should be your cue for when you want to start. So let's do this now and show you how it looks like. I usually keep it revved around 7 or 8. And we're just, ignore the lights, just wait until you hear the other car rev, and then like quarter second later, drop it. Now. Yeah, and you'll see Assetto Corsa said I was 0.6 seconds off that start. Maybe I really was. It doesn't feel like that, though. It feels like you need to go off the car's audio instead of the green light. And then with this gear ratio, just as we go past the finish line, we're at the peak of our power output. There we go. And then you just crash into them at the end. In real drag racing, you always crash into the other person at the end. That's just good etiquette. But yeah, I hope that helps.